Please welcome to the stage Carla Sadoff, everybody.
Sorry, Al didn't tell me that there were a lot of artists here, so I'm not an artist. I do want to tell you a little story about my family, my mother in particular. We ended up in Long Island because my mother fell in love with a man. This was after she divorced my father. And in those days, that was not, you just didn't do. You didn't divorce your husband with 3 young kids. But she did. And so she divorced him, and then she fell in love with a Hungarian Catholic math teacher that was teaching in Hempstead. So it was not appropriate to go live with him. She had to marry him. So she marries him, and we moved down to Long Island. Though he was her soulmate, it only lasted about 2.5 years. So we're now on Long Island. All our family's up in Toronto. So we don't really have that much family. So whenever there is a holiday or a party, my mother will drive anywhere with the kids to go to it. So picture this. It's Passover. I'm about 12. I'm 53 now. So I'm about 12. I'm the oldest. I have 2 younger brothers. We're in a car. Oh no, we're not in the car yet. We're getting ready to go. We're all dressed up really nice. And my brother Harry starts to complain about being sick. My mother says, not a problem. Here's some tea. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Okay, we get in the car. Who's the oldest in the family? I'm the oldest. When you're driving in a car, don't you think the oldest should be in the front seat? Yes. Right? Definitely. At least periodically. Yes. I never got to sit in the front seat because my brothers always would get car sick. So I always was relegated to the back seat. So Harry wasn't feeling well, so he got to sit in the front passenger seat. I sat in the back seat. Well, we're driving, and as we're driving, my mother's talking to my brother going, it's okay, you'll feel better, take deep breaths, take deep breaths, take deep breaths. This is going on. Meanwhile, the Long Island expressway traffic jam. My mother's upset. She's going to be late. So then she's getting cranky and she's yelling at my brothers and myself. Okay, fine. The traffic is moving. My brother's not feeling well. He's starting to get sicker. My mother's going, breathe, breathe, breathe. Not helping. My mother then says to my brother, take a deep breath, don't do it in the car, whatever you do not do it in the car, don't do it in the car, don't do it in the car. Stick your head out the window, stick your head out the window. Don't do it in the car, don't do it in the car. My brother Jeff and I are in the back seat saying, what's going on? We look out the window. Just as I look out the window, my brother throws up out the window and comes into me. I am all dressed for Passover. I am screaming at the top of my lungs, and all my mother's saying is, you got it in the car, you got it in the car. She pulls over. I'm screaming, I'm crying, my brother's upset, my younger brother's laughing at me, we get out, my mother walks around, she looks at the side of the car and she goes, it's all over the car. Carla, we'll clean you up later, it's okay. I'm sorry.